Okay, new vid. New Sasuke. He's OP, maybe. We'll see. He seems really good. Breakdown of kit. Real quick overview. He's got double mystery like Indra. He can use 2 mysteries every other round. Why not every round? Because Oasis. Because of course. So let's get right into it. Got mystery 1. Unavoidable damage. Fantastic. Electrocution. Great. If you don't remember what this is, units under this debuff have their resistance suppressed at 25%. So you're going to deal more damage, basically, to units. As long as your attack has the nin tag in it. Cool. Causes interruption to the selected unit after it's executed. It increases his trigger damage by 20%, stackable up to 100%, and he gets Mystery 2. So what's Mystery 2? Unavoidable damage. Blaze cancels Perseverance, Interruption, and to the selected unit, and locks their Mystery cooldown to 1 until the end of the next round. This is very strong. He's very strong. So what is, if you don't remember what fucking Perseverance is, this is not really on anything yet, I think, in NA, but it will be on lots of things, including Hashi, Facebook, BT. It makes it so if you have this, you only take 1 damage. This is very, very retarded and strong, and him clearing it is helpful. And then he causes Black Flame. Black Flame, pretty much best debuff. It shreds attacking Nin whenever the person suffering from it does damage, and it shreds defense and res whenever they take damage. And it lasts usually, I think it's until the end of the next round, and Shred stays on even after like Pain revives, Obito mode changes, Hashirama New Year mode changes. The shredded stats stay on. So it's very, very, very strong. Let's get to the standard. He's got an enhanced standard, but let's just Random unit, knockdown, and static is it's a new to us debuff, but it's not new. It's not I think the new. I forget who's getting it. Maybe it doesn't matter. Well, I'll explain what the debuff does. So static is units under this debuff. If they execute a chase, they get irremovable paralysis until the end of the next round. And if they execute a mystery, the entire lineup gets irremovable paralysis until the end of the next round. That's fucking strong. Like, that's a great fucking debuff. So if his HP is greater than or equal to 50%, his standard is enhanced. The difference is it becomes unavoidable and also causes blaze, in addition to knockdown and static. And now let's talk about his triggers. I think he has 4 of them. So at the beginning of odd rounds, he causes damage and irremovable ignition up to 4 units to the lineup in front of him. Even rounds, he causes damage, and irremovable ignition, and blaze up to 4 units in the lineup in front of him. At the end of this, it says this skill never misses. I don't know if that applies only to the even rounds or if it applies to both. We're just going to have to wait and see. Passive 1 is whenever he suffers trigger damage, he executes a different trigger, and when he suffers mystery, he executes a different trigger, and this can be triggered up to 4 times. Again, I don't know if this applies to both of these combined or if it's individually each one. You know what? It probably does, and that probably implies that this trigger is unmissable, but we'll find out. But let's get to these other triggers. Here they are. So if he takes trigger damage, he will cause unavoidable damage to the unit directly in front of him and up to 9 opponents that have been selected by his Mystery 1. So I think that means like if it's like round 10 and this motherfucker has used his Mystery 1 on 9 different units on the field, they're all still alive. They'll all get hit by this trigger. And then it causes disorder. Great. What the fuck is disorder? Let's look down here. This is fucking insane. So whenever units under this debuff cause a critical hit, that unit takes damage based on 10% of their max HP, and their crit rate is shredded by 15%. And it lasts until the end of the round. So, do you know that Pain's laser at the start of combat is a trigger? Because it is. And usually he's going to mystery right afterwards. And he's going to shred the living shit out of his fucking crit when he does that. And that shred is going to be with him once he transforms. In addition to that, our boy here, well, he has a trigger off of mystery damage. So Hashi also has triggers after every one of his mysteries, by the way. But yeah, this guy kind of dicks on Hashi, Pain, and Guy, but we'll get to that. So if he gets hit with the mystery damage, he causes unavoidable damage to the unit directly in front of him and the most recent unit selected to be the target of his Mystery 1. It causes extreme fear and increases their Mystery cooldown by 1. That's really fucking strong. Causing his increasing their mystery damage by 1, or their cooldown by 1, and taking their standards away. Well, what happens to Pain if he can't standard and he's and he's at 2? He's now at 2. You win, basically. That's pretty fucking dumb. Okay. So Extreme Fear, the only difference between this and regular Fear is for every action the affected unit has executed during that round, during the duration of the debuff, it takes damage based on 5% of their current HP. It's not that great. It's honestly really negligible, but whatever. So basically, he's countering mysteries and he's countering triggers with stuff that's pretty devastating. Just having him like in position 2 on your team is going to fuck with the opponent big time. But let's get to, the last bit, which is not really, it's in the middle, but it's his passive. So he has super armor, immune to debuffs, and he can use 2 mystery skills every other round. The first 2 instances of mystery damage he receives each round is reduced by 40%. That's fucking huge. And while he's alive, the first 2 pure tie damage of your lineup receives is reduced by 50%. So I'm pretty sure most people are going to survive a guy kick, even a fucking crit, at 50% reduced damage. Like, it probably is going to fucking happen. So, if not, it is what it is. If you're running Hashi with this guy, Hashi can give himself perseverance and survive. But point is, this kit is fucking loaded. Oh, and he also scales when the opponent chases, which is negligible. This is not... He exists to basically just completely dick on, like... Pain, Guy, Hashi, anybody with a trigger, anybody you want. He's going to be fun. He's going to be strong. I'm looking forward to him. I'm going to run him. I'll try and run him with the new Madara if I can. I hope he fucks with him too. That new Madara has triggers. Shit. We'll see what happens. See ya.